Good morning from a very sunny Birmingham University for some IBSA World Games action. It is the Women's Blind Football Day 6 of this competition, and the group stages have been completed. We are into the place playoff positions, and today's game is the 7th place playoff between England and Germany. Alongside me, as he has been all week, is Dixie Dean, as we get set for the national anthems here.
Please rise, if you're able, for the national anthem of England.
Save our gracious King, long live our noble King, God save the King. Send him victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save the King.
Please remain standing, if you're able, for the national anthem of Germany.
So the pre-match anthems are complete, and we're almost ready to get going here. But before we do, it's time to take a look at today's teams, starting with the hosts, England. In goal, number 13, Katie Christopher. Joining her is in the outfield is number 2, Selena Prieto. Number 4, Ayman Hafiz. Number 7, Wutsia Virvantovic. And up front, number 9, the captain, Samantha Goff. On the bench for England, number 1, the sub-keeper, Megan Brearley. Number 3, Natasha Mead. Number 5, Alice Hopkins. And number 11, Emma Stead. Their coach is Michelle Wilcock, and the guide is Tony Larkin. Now it's time to take a look at Germany today. Number 1 in goal for Germany is Svenja Bartels. Number 4, Alyssa Rudy. Number 6, Jana Markat, the captain. Number 7, Matilda Mass. And number 8, Jenny Dabelstein. On the bench for Germany today, number 5, Marie Jurgens, the reserve goalkeeper. Number 3, Melissa Portraz. Number 9, Amira Schwartz. And number 11, Katja Loeffler. The coach is Sven Gronau, and their guide is Karin Liedecker. So in terms of changes from their last games, Germany are unchanged from their draw against India on Friday. Meanwhile, England make one change from their goalless draw against Sweden on Thursday. And alongside me is Dixie Dean. So, Dixie, we've got two teams here who haven't scored all tournament. At least we do have penalties later, worst case scenario, so we're definitely going to see a goal from somewhere.
Yeah, you're right. We will see a goal. It's not for the want of trying. These two teams haven't scored. They've tried their hardest to get into a good position to score, and have just failed in that last attempt. The final strike on goal has not been quite good enough. But as you rightly say, we will definitely, we can guarantee it, see a goal or two today, be it from the penalty spot or open play. Hopefully it's from open play and it's in the normal time, and we don't have to go to the dreaded penalties, because England versus Germany penalties don't usually work out very well for the English today. But hopefully, the girls, we said in previous commentaries, now the European girls have only been playing for 2 or 3 years, no length of time at all, and it takes quite some time to get up to speed, whereas the South Americans have probably been playing for about 5 or 6 years, and it certainly shows in their performances.
Yeah, so as you said, hopefully we will see some goals in this fixture, but even if we don't, we do have a full slate of games to bring you today here at the very sunny Birmingham University. So the first game today is this 7th place women's playoff between England and Germany. Then at 10:30 we have the 5th place playoff between Morocco and Austria. And then at 12:30 we switch to the men's competition with action from Group A, with first Japan against Turkey. Then at 2:30 Italy take on Thailand. Then later this afternoon we have England against China from Group B. And finally at 6:30 we have Germany against Argentina rounding out the day. So another full slate of action. Any particular games there that you're really looking forward to today, Dixie?
Yeah, I can, looking at that third game, Japan versus Turkey, I think that's going to be a bit of a cracker. Yeah, looking at them all really, there's something on them all, and Italy, Thailand, that should be a good game. Italy, performed very well so far, and the Thai team is young and energetic. England, China, England need to do something in this game. This is their final chance. They've got to push for a win against China, who were really, really impressive against, I think it was Argentina. Then you've got the Germans versus the Argentine in the last game. So something on all of them. So it's going to be for a good day, I think.
Yeah, very important day, obviously. The beginning of the playoff games in the women's competition, and then the final round of group games in Groups A and B of the men's competitions. We're just about ready to get going here. The officials are just checking the eye shades of the England players. The officials today, by the way, are Hilary Ramirez, Natalia Molina, Atika Russley, Matt Winton, Alexandros Champis is your scorer, and Luis Oliveros is your timekeeper. England are in their light blue change strip with dark blue trim. Germany in the more traditional white tops and black shorts. Officials just making their final checks here. England will be kicking off, going from right to left. Germany kicking from left to right. Will be Ayman Hafiz, set up just behind her captain Samantha Goff here at the kickoff. You can hear the guide Tony Larkin there giving some nice early loud instructions to his players. He's been very vocal this week, Tony, behind the goal.
Yeah, Tony, you got to laugh. He's been warned so many times about coaching out of his third, honestly. He does push the boundaries a tad or two, but so far he's got away with it. So, yeah, I expect he'll carry on.
He will indeed, and he'll be hoping to see his side score a goal today as we get underway in the opening game here of day 6 of the women's blind football competition. And Samantha Goff can't quite keep that one in, so Germany will have a goal kick here. Early touch for Svenja Bartels. She throws the ball out to her right-hand side board towards Jenny Darbelstein. who controls that and is taking it along the boards, now bringing it infield. Closely marshalled by Samantha Goff, who wins that back for England. She's run into a bit of German traffic here. Turns well though, and now moves into some space towards her left. Just losing the ball here, and obviously that is something that is quite difficult when you can't hear, when the ball stops rattling for these blind players, and it is still, as Samantha Goff goes through here, goes down, nothing given.
Yeah, it was good improvisation there from Samantha. She had a good run, got into the box and took a tumble, then managed to flick the ball up as she was on the floor, and it headed goalwards. Obviously it was an easy save from the keeper, but it's a good bit of improvisation, and I think we got the ball's out at this end. It's a goal clearance.
Yeah, and we've seen Samantha Goff's perseverance and strength throughout this week. She really has been probably one of the hardest working players in either the women's or the men's competition. Unfortunately missed that 8-metre penalty against Morocco, but she has really had an outstanding week. Yeah, she's been the star player for England, in my opinion. And I must admit, England have changed their formation somewhat, because the first two games that Samantha was playing up front, and she now seems to be playing in the middle park, and Ayman Nafis is the lone striker. Good move, because Samantha's particularly good on the ball, and in that midfield position she's going to get more opportunities to get hold of the ball. Yeah, and just as you said, there she was on the ball and passes out to Ayman Hafiz. He's just lost it here. Battling hard to try and win it back though. As Germany now come away with it up the boards. Jenny Darblestein on the ball. Yeah, so it does look like a slight change of formation for England in a search for a goal. Obviously results necessarily haven't gone their way this tournament, but they will be hoping to change that today as Germany come away with it upfield now. It's the number 6, the captain, Jana Markat. She's battling away hard here. Vera Vantovic is fighting away to win it back though for England. Her defence has been excellent all week. She's really been a stalwart at the back, and Samantha Goff calmly wins that back and plays it back to Katie Christopher, who launches that upfield, looking for Ayman Hafiz, who can't quite bring that under control. Goal kick to Germany.
Yeah, I think it's going to work a lot better with Samantha in the midfield area. She is, she's a busy player, and I think England need her on the ball in that particular position. She's going to get many more touches than what she would when she's playing up front.
England's best chance to win this game is to get her on the ball as much as possible, and she's fighting to win it back once again here. Darblestein has it. Quite a few early touches for her. She takes it back towards the middle of the park. Hands it off to Alyssa Rudy, who turns and beats Samantha Goff. Good control here from Rudy, but that's well, the referees have blown their whistle. She's run into Selena Prieto there, and she has gone down clutching her face. Hopefully she is okay.
Just looking at the replay here, it was a nasty clash.
Nasty clash of heads there, it looks like, between Prieto and Rudy.
Can't quite make out what the referees have decided would be the outcome, but looking at the England players, I think they're going to get a free kick.
They are setting up a wall, so it does look like it's going to be a free kick to Germany.
So I would suggest there was a no voy from the English defender.
A German physio just taking Rudy to the sidelines just to check on her, but it will be a free kick to Germany, just inside the 8-metre penalty spot.
Yeah, this is a really good area. She's 7 metres from goal, smack bang in the middle of the area, and the wall is set up covering the left-hand post. Ooh, they all nearly started on the buzzer. The buzzer is not a start sign; it's just to indicate substitutions or timeouts. So the wall covering the left-hand side of Katie Christopher's goal, and she's covering the right-hand side.
Yeah, so an early substitution here. Rudy is going off for Germany, and she's being replaced by Amira Schwartz, who comes on. It's going to be the German captain Jana Marquardt over the free kick. And Schwartz is coming to join her over that free kick. So a good chance here for Germany to open the scoring. 11.5 minutes to play in the first half here. Germany just getting instructions from their guide. You'll see the guides tapping the posts on free kicks just so they know where the goals are. Here we go, a high shot, and that is, well, just over.
Yeah, well done, Katie Christopher. She kept on her toes, and it was heading for the top corner, and she's sprung up to her right-hand side and pushed it over the bar. So, yeah, well done. Good effort by the Germans, that, and nice to see a free kick going in on target.
Yeah, well pushed over in the end by Katie Christopher. Caused her a little bit of issue, that high free kick. We haven't seen many balls aimed high this week, and certainly the women's competition. So, corner to Germany, and that's crossed high into the box. Hafiz does well to defend it for England, and she'll bring it away here. Being hassled by the German number 9 Schwartz, who wins it back though.
Still battling on the attacking third line now, and Samantha Goff's picked it up just right in front of us.
Yeah, that's a lovely turn from Samantha Goff to get her out of trouble by her own corner flag, and she brings this upfield with pace. This is the best of Samantha Goff. We've seen this all week as she drives forward. One end of the pitch to the other. Now by the German corner flag, and she has won a corner. That is excellent from Samantha Goff.
Yeah, that's a great run. She's run, well, probably 35 metres with the ball at her feet, deep from a defensive line, taking all the pressure off England, and she's gone and won them a corner. Yeah, well done, Samantha.
Yeah, excellent play there, demonstrating her close control and speed on the ball. Corner for England, and referee is just blowing a whistle again here. It looks like it might be a reset.
Yeah, I think the German wall broke a little bit early, so she's giving it against England. The only thing I can suggest has happened there, someone's double touched it. The player behind just usually rolls the ball forward for the player in front to run off, and if the player behind hasn't touched the ball and the player in front just runs off with it, they're obviously going to double touch it, which would be an indirect free kick, which is what she's given.
So indirect free kick to Germany, and they will bring it away from their own goal and upfield. Schwartz now trying to bring it under control. She's got Prieto for company. They're battling away hard, ball just behind them. Schwartz now has it under control and fires. And that's a just wide of Katie Christopher's right-hand post. A good effort there from Schwartz.
Yeah, it's a good effort. When as I say, when the ball goes dead, it's really, really difficult because, as you've already alluded to, Alex, with the bearings in the ball, if it's the ball's not rolling, it's not making a noise, and that's when it becomes virtually impossible for the players to locate the ball.
Yeah, obviously those ball bearings helping them locate when the ball does move, as Germany are back on the ball again here. Jenny Dabelstein brings it forward down the left-hand board. She's got Eamon Hafiz for company there, and decides to play it back. Out of trouble to her captain, Jana Marquardt. Marquardt looking for her striker down the right side, and she has found her off the board, and it's another effort for Schwartz. It's a good save, first time from Katie Christopher, and the second effort goes wide.
Yeah, the two girls at the back for England need to sharpen up a little bit. They're a little bit slow to react to the ball, and they need to sharpen themselves up a bit. As Germany going to get a goal here.
Yeah, and England give the ball away. Germany on the attack once more. Schwartz, she's been very lively since coming on early here. Lots of ball for Germany early and quite a few shots. Edging closer to breaking the deadlock here. But that's well won back by England as they push Germany back, and Virvantovic is now on the ball. Virvantovic battling away against two German defenders on the boards. That's a good tackle, and both players go down. Good, strong 50-50 challenge, but Schwartz has come out with it. And she brings this forward for Germany, now bearing down on goal. Prieto does well. Although the referee has given that a corner, I'm not so sure about that decision.
Well, it's a game of opinions, isn't it? Yeah, so the referee's given a corner, and, well, all I can say is she's 10 yards closer to the ball than what we are.
Thought Selena Prieto did well there.
Yeah,
she stood her ground. It seemed to bounce off her and then back on to Schwartz, but the referee does give a corner to Germany, so it'll be Schwartz and her captain Marcat over this one.
Yeah, let's hope nothing comes from this. It will be quite controversial.
Controversy in an England-Germany game, never. Schwartz takes the corner into the area, and that goes right across the face of goal. And here is a chance for Darblestein. She can't quite get her shot away, and Samantha Goff does well to win that back and get England out of quite a tricky situation there, as Goff brings it upfield once again for England. She's been very good at switching the play from one end to the other. Now cuts back in field onto that right foot.
To be honest, Alex, it's Samantha Goff versus Germany, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot for her to do at the minute, as she's got Germans following her all over the pitch at the minute. But she's doing well, continues to get past them. She's gone past Schwartz there. Now goes to her left, but a slight miscontrol there as it hits her heel. And now it's the turn of the German number 9 to run at England's defence. And that unfortunately just rolls all the way through to Katie Christopher, who can bring that in comfortably for England. She distributes out to her right. Virvantovic on the ball. Cross field, looking for Hafiz, but she's put too much on that. That'll be a goal kick to Germany.
And we've got 6.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, still 0-0 in this first half, but we have had some chances. So for two sides who are yet to find their first goal in this competition, showing signs that that deadlock may be broken. Virvantovic brings it along the right-hand side board here. She's got two German defenders for company. But turns well and brings that out brilliantly.
Yeah, she's done really well there. She had two Germans, as you say, for company, right tight on the board, and she spun around and got herself out of a sticky situation.
Yeah, from one board to the other. She's now on the left-hand board, and she's turned well again there. Goes down, no whistle. But she's battling away hard to win it back from Schwartz, and she has done. Got a lot of work to do, though. All four German defenders near her. And they have indeed won it back. Numbers prevail there for Germany at the back. Schwartz brings it away almost up to halfway. Hafiz and Virvantovic working hard to win it back for England. Hafiz doing well against both Darblestein and Schwartz there, and Darblestein now has the ball. She brings it away, but Hafiz once again hassling the German defenders, and she's won that ball back. Good play from the England number 4 up front today. See the referee just putting her hand up there and signalling 1 and then 2. so the ball has to be moving. And she has now blown her whistle. That's a free kick to Germany.
Yeah, there's a bit of holding going on there. A couple of arms are wrapped around each other. Yeah, just to expand on that, Alex, when the player's got the ball, they can stop it, which is a good tactic, but they can only keep it still under their foot for 4 seconds. If they fail to move the ball after 4 seconds, it's an indirect free kick to the opposition.
Yeah, so another substitution here for Germany. The number 3, Melissa Portraz, comes on. That free kick is going to go all the way through to England's goalkeeper. It's distributed up to the right, looking for Vivantovic. As the hooter goes.
There's been a timeout called by England.
Yeah.
England are in possession of the ball. You can only call a timeout when you're in possession of the ball. So England have got a corner. It's their possession. So they're coming across for a little drinks break, and a few instructions will be passed on to them, I would think.
Yeah, talk things over. A good chance for England here. They've been under a fair bit of German pressure early, but they've now got a corner here with just over 4 minutes to go in this first half. So a good chance to open the scoring.
Yeah, they're making a substitution as well. Tash Mead's coming on, and Eamon Hassif is departing.
Yeah, Fees has worked very hard up front on her own. She has at times been a little bit lost for support though. So Mead comes on in her place.
Yeah, just watching them, there's individual moments of really good stuff, and they just need to, if they could stitch those good bits of play together, we could get a really good move. But they seem to have, there's 2 or 3 good things, then the third thing is falls down and they lose the ball, and we just need to stitch all those good little parts of their game together, and they're not going to be far away. And I'm sure if these girls can stick together over the next 2 or 3 years, we're going to see a completely different England team. And I do know they're so enthusiastic and they so want to play for their country, and they're so proud, and their parents are so proud of them, that they'll keep working hard to progress in the game. So they're, as I say, they're working hard.
Yeah, you say the women's game is in its infancy in this country, but these players have come on leaps and bounds already, and the only way is up from here.
Yeah, exactly right, Alex.
Goff on the ball, now turns right, bearing down on goal. She's going to take a strike, but the ball was out already, and she has actually just run into the net there.
Yeah, again, this is why it's important that the guides are listened to. They're there not only to help the players locate themselves for shooting and passing and everything else, but they're there for safety. If the guide says behind the goal, stop, you stop, because there's obviously a problem. And Samantha's just clattered into the side netting.
Yeah, and we saw there a perfect example of what you were saying. Some good bits from England, a lovely turn from Samantha Goff, but then not quite finding that finish. Ball being battled over on the halfway line here. Vivantovic is battling away hard, and she has done all week actually at the back for England, and she's won the ball back there off Schwartz, and brings it along to the right hand side board, makes a nice turn, now cuts up in field. She's run into German traffic, but looks like she's won a free kick. That
is it, Levantovic, and is that how you pronounce it? She's got a bit of fire about her in the game the other day. She's turned and red up against the player when she's been fouled, and there was a little bit of that there again. She got a fouled, and she's turned and she's given the German player a little bit of a piece of her mind, saying, "Well, don't you be doing that again? I'm not liking that," and which is great. Shows she's got a bit of spirit about her.
Yeah, she was getting very vocal in the Morocco game, which was quite a fiery affair actually the other day.
Yeah, it certainly was. The Moroccans, they were playing with a player short and they were really struggling.
So Goff took that free kick for England, but nothing comes of it, and Doublestein brings it away for Germany. A nice turn there, but she's run into some trouble from England, and Vivantovic is once again battling away. But Schwartz has come out the better of that tussle. She takes a shot, but not very powerfully, and that's going to be a goal kick.
Yeah, it was good pressure by Levantovic again. She's leant into the goal and just knocked her off balance a little bit when she was about to shoot, so she shot wide.
Yeah, goal kick for England there, but it was cut out well by Doublestein. She's nudged off the ball by Vivantovic, but it's picked up by Schwartz as she bears down on goal. That ball just rolls into the box. You can see Katie Christopher there having to wait for it to cross that line before she picks it up. She distributes well up to Samantha Goff, who now seems to be playing slightly more forward role. Vivantovic fighting to win the ball from the German skipper Jana Marquardt on the boards. Yeah, she's displaying all that fire and passion that she showed all week. Marquardt does well, although she is headed back to her own goal here.
Yeah, Levantovic has done extremely well here. She's pushed her back sort of 10 yards and she's still battling away there. She's not giving up. Still out on the boards.
Still going, but the German skipper Marquardt does still have the ball, and she now does have some space. Passes it out left. Off the board, and Doublestein will pick that up. She's gone past Mead here. Looks like
free kick to Germany.
Yeah.
What I can assume is another no voy.
No voy there from Selena Prieto at the back for England. And that's a fairly easy mistake, but one that will cost England here with a free kick to Germany.
Yeah, they're probably about 8 metres out, slightly to the left-hand side of the goal. It's not too central, so Katie will get a wall set up to cover the right-hand post as we're looking at it, and she'll take the left, I would assume.
Yeah, so Marquardt and Schwartz over the free kick for Germany. Kate Christopher just making sure her wall is correct. In position as the German guide now gives instructions to her players. Here, Karine Lidecker behind the goal there, and now just tapping on the posts. Whistle blows. And Germany take the free kick, but Schwartz misses the ball with her effort. And it's picked up by the persevering Vivantovic. She brings the ball away for England, runs into a little bit of trouble on the right-hand side of the pitch. But she's still just about in control. Doublestein there giving her a little bit of trouble, but she's found a way to get the ball upfield towards Samantha Goff, but she can't quite bring it under control. It's been intercepted by Germany here.
We're into the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, headed towards the end of the first half here. Still 0-0 in this 7th place playoff in the women's blind football competition. Natasha Mead clears that upfield. That's going to go all the way back to the German goalkeeper.
Well, that's a corner.
It is indeed.
You could see the ball's rolling ever so close back to the German keeper, and it's so close to the edge of her hand was sort of coming out. Oh, can I touch it? Can I touch it? And if she had touched it, it would have been a penalty. So she's had to let it go, and it's gone out for a England corner.
Yeah, you could see her not willing to risk the possibility of a penalty there. Probably the safe decision, but it does mean a corner for England with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Samantha Goff takes it, brings it away. She's going to have time to get a shot off here. She cuts in field, circles round. That's a good tackle from Darblestein to win it back, and that will bring us to the close of the first half. So 0-0 here between two sides who are still yet to score at this year's tournament. So probably not an unsurprising scoreline, although there have been moments for both teams as we look at some highlights from the first half. Yeah,
there have been chances at both ends, and as I said before the start, it's not through lack of effort that they're not scoring. They're working really hard to get into those positions. It's just a little bit of quality at the end of the play, which is not there from either team really. Katie Christopher's made a couple of half decent saves, and Samantha Goff always looks dangerous, and if she could just steady herself down when she gets into the shooting zone, I'm sure she could bag a goal or two. But looking forward to the second half, and hopefully get a goal or two for you.
Yeah, so 0-0 here, first half between England and Germany. We're going to take a short break for half time, and we will be back for the second half and hopefully some goals.
It's fast, technical and tense. This is your guide to five-a-side football. There are 5 players per team, 4 outfield players and a goalkeeper. The aim of the sport is to score a goal by kicking the ball into your opponent's goal, and at the end of the game, whoever scored the most wins. Players must wear eye shades to ensure that all players have the same level of vision. That is apart from the goalkeepers, who aren't required to wear eye shades and can be fully sighted. Their job is to keep the ball from going in the goal behind them. But how do the players on the field know where the ball, or indeed the goal, is? Well, the ball in blind football is specially designed to make sound whenever it moves. Also, each team has a guide behind the opposition goal to help direct them. Each player is required to shout "Voy" when going for the ball. This ensures every player has the cues they need to help build a picture of what's going on and what to do next in defence or attack. To help this, total silence is required from the crowd until a goal goes in. Voy is Spanish for go, and it was the Spanish who are credited with originally developing blind football in the 1920s. As well as the Paralympics, teams from all corners of the world can compete at World, European, Asian, African and America's Championships, as well as a World Grand Prix.
Blind football can be played by both men and women, with the historic first Women's World Championships coming up in 2023.
So what are you waiting for? Give it a try.
IBSA, International Blind Sports Federation, presents, with the support of the International Paralympic Committee, IBSA Anti-Doping App, the first application of its kind in the Paralympic movement, specifically designed for blind and visually impaired people. Athletes, coaches, medical staff, managers, and the public in general now have a powerful tool to stay focused on the principles of clean sport. Scrolling down the main menu, you can find all the important themes you need to know to play fair and be alert to testing procedures and necessary adaptations for athletes with visual impairments. IBSA gives top priority to anti-doping control, being the only international federation with 3 sports in the Paralympic family: goalball, football, and judo. IBSA Anti-Doping App has external links, namely to WADA, where our sport agents can always find the most updated information, especially the list of prohibited substances and methods. Glory in sport can only be achieved by the athlete's awareness of their rights and responsibilities. You can find them on the IBSA Anti-Doping App. IBSA is continuously promoting anti-doping education to all its affiliate athletes and sport agents, not only about the consequences of the use of doping and the risk of using supplements. IBSA believes that education is the major tool to fight doping in sport. Informed athletes can make better decisions. Download the app now at the usual operating system stores.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have seen history being made today.
Such a great team at these championships.
IBSA. Beyond sight. Feel the sport.
So welcome back to a very sunny University of Birmingham for this women's 7th place playoff in the women's blind football event between England and Germany. 0-0 at half time, but we are hopefully edging closer to a goal, and hopefully in the second half we will see one. You can see there St Joe, Big Joe, the clock tower at the University of Birmingham. Inspired some of J.R. Tolkien's work, one of the clock towers in Lord of the Rings. Toby Osborne, our Robin's TV commentator, very happily providing me with some Lord of the Rings knowledge on that one. As we get set for the second half here. Germany ready to kick off. Be Jenny Darblestein and number 9 Amira Schwartz on the ball. It looks like England have made a change in goal. Megan Brierley is stood between the sticks. So she's on for Katie Christopher. And the whistle goes and we are underway in this second half. So 15 minutes to go before the dreaded penalties if we cannot find a winner. So an early touch for England's change keeper. And she distributes that up left towards Mead, but she can't quite bring that under control. And Germany now have possession. Schwartz, who I thought was quite positive since coming on in that first half for Germany. She played well up front. On the ball now. Mead does well, escorts her to the boards and then wins the ball back. Turns well, cuts inside. She's got Darblestein for company, and she's running into a lot of German traffic there, but she has done well. Samantha Goff on the ball. Near the corner for England, but Goff does well, takes that away from potential of going out for a goal kick. Now just struggling to locate the ball. She's won it back though. Cutting infield towards her right foot. And she's got all 4 German outfield players around her. And Germany once again defending in numbers. Seems to be working for them. Schwartz brings it away upfield. Goes past Mead, and Mead then goes in on her. Makes a tackle, no whistle. Someone's lost a boot out there. And now we will get a whistle.
Yeah, I think Tash Mead was a bit lucky there. It looked like a blatant trip to me, but she's got away with that one. And sort of
a little bit of over-enthusiastic defending there from Tash Mead, but
yeah, we're having a drop ball, I think. Yeah, it's an uncontested drop ball for England.
Yeah, uncontested drop ball for England after Schwartz just lost her boot in that little passage of play. So Tash Mead passes out to her right, looking for Virvantovic on the boards. Finds her well. Now Virvantovic driving at the German defence. Met by Alyssa Rudy. And Rudy with a nice turn to get away from Virvantovic. Drives upfield. Slightly loses the ball, but she's done well to keep hold of it. Now to the left-hand board and passes back in field towards her teammates. Jenny Darblestein on the ball. She's running into Tash Mead. And Mead with an excellent tackle there to win the ball back for England. Strong tackle. She can't quite locate where the ball is now. It's on the right-hand board. She's outnumbered here, Tash Mead, and she's lost the ball. Schwartz comes away with it. And takes a shot, but that is wayward. Be a goal kick to England. Brierley with the ball upfield then. Along the left-hand board. Tash Mead still going here. She has lost the ball now. Rudy wins it back for Germany. She's gone past Mead there, and Mead, well, no whistle once again. So Tash Mead defending on the line.
Yeah, she was very lucky to get away with that one as well.
It's 2 so far, but play to the whistle, so she's doing all right now as England bring it away with Virvantovic up the boards. She's got Rudy for company. And she is doing well to force this towards the German goal. Now near the corner flag, cuts inside and back towards the centre of the pitch well, but that's a good tackle there from Rudy. And it's now with Darblestein, who will bring it away. Tash Mead now wins it back for England. She's been good in this second half defensively. Rudy once again wins it back for Germany. Tash Mead and Alyssa Rudy having a little battle at the minute, early second half. Lots of touches for both of them. That ball goes all the way through to the England goalkeeper. And it's distributed upfield, looking for Samantha Goff, who hasn't really got into it yet this second half. Here's a chance for her though. She's on the ball now on the left-hand board. Cuts back in field, but once again Germany defending with all four of their outfield players behind the ball, making it very hard for Samantha Goff to create anything. And she's lost the ball once again. It's Jenny Darblestein bringing it up and brings it forward well. Goes forward, takes a shot, but there's not much power behind that. And that's quite easy for Megan Brierley to deal with. Out to Virvantovic, right-hand side. And Virvantovic turning one way, then the other, trying to create space from a German defender. Matilda Mass is following her well, but Virvantovic still got control of the ball. That's a lovely turn. And finally, Jenny Darblestein does get her foot in there, but the referee has blown her whistle.
Yeah, it's a free kick to England. As she turned, the second German defender didn't say void, and the Virvantovic has run straight into her. So it's a free kick to England, just outside the attacking third.
Yeah, Witsia Virvantovic has been a bright spark in this game. She's not stopped running all week, really. Once again showing her determination in this one. So free kick for England.
Yeah, she's been quite lively during this game, and she's doing really well for her team.
Once again behind Samantha Goff, who's over this free kick. Just inside the German half. The German wall just getting set up now. Tony Larkin behind the goal for England will be giving her instructions as to where to go. She takes the free kick and goes left, then cuts back right. Drives forward into German traffic. Still going though, Samantha Goff. Jenny Darblestein does get her foot in though. She's been good for Germany in this game, breaking up play. Matilda Mass and Samantha Goff in a 50-50 challenge. Goff does well, wins it back, gets it back to Virvantovic, who can't quite locate it. Schwartz has got her foot in there as well for Germany. Two players with great heart fighting over this ball, and Germany do come out on top. Matilda Mass clears that away to the right-hand side of the pitch. Tash Mead picks it up though, and there does seem to be a slight change in the second half. England are on the front foot here. They are penning the Germans back, not letting them get out of their own half. Constant pressure here from England in the light blue kit. Tash Mead battling away. She's got all four German defenders around her once again. You see lots of bodies around the ball at the minute. Very difficult for anyone to break free and create anything. Samantha Goff comes out with it. Can England's star player this week create anything and break the deadlock? We've got just over 8 minutes to go here before penalties, if we can't find a winner. Samantha Goff looking to reset play, heading towards her own goal, but she's been followed well by the German number 7, Matilda Mass there, and elects to get the ball out to the left-hand boards, and Tash Mead picks it up. Mead goes past Schwartz. She's done well here, Mead. That's once again good defending from Jenny Darblestein for Germany. Although Mead does still just about have control of the ball. She goes searching for that left-hand board and hands it off to Samantha Goff. who turns back towards the centre of the pitch, get her bearings, now goes left.
Yeah, again, it's great work from Samantha, and he's just breaking down right at the very end. And yeah, she's ever so close to being a really fine player, and it's just that final little bit of her game is sadly eluding her at the moment. And but the build-up play, she's really, really good, and she's quick and she's strong and she dribbles well. But as I say, she gets in and around the penalty area, and I don't know if it's over enthusiasm or nerves or what, but it just falls apart for her in and around the penalty area.
Yeah, you have seen England's guide Tony Larkin at quite a few times this week just trying to calm her down, keep her nice and calm, nice and steady while she plays. Got a timeout here for Germany. They can talk things over. They've got a goal kick. Germany have been on the back foot in this second half. They started the first half very, very well, but just seem to be struggling a little bit in the second half. Can't really get out of their own half. They've defended well. They're defending in numbers. Pretty much all 4 German defenders around the ball at once. It does mean they're struggling for numbers up the pitch. See here at the end of the timeout, as the referees just check the eye shades of all the players. Make sure they're fully covering their eyes. And Germany are going to make a substitution here. Their number 4, Alyssa Rudy, is going to be coming off. And the German captain, Jana Marquardt, who was very strong in that first half, is going to replace her and come back on. So Germany's focal point is back on. And they have a goal kick to restart after this timeout. 7.5 minutes to go then, in normal time in this 7th place playoff fixture. That ball has trickled all the way down to the England side, and it's gone out for an England goal kick. Megan Briley looking left, looking for Samantha Goff, finds her well. Goff brings it under control nicely. Elects to pass right, finds Virvantovic. England trying to string some kind of attacking move together here, although that German wall of defenders is manoeuvring themselves, putting them in between the England attackers and the goal wherever they go. Virvantovic coming right here, although there it is. She runs into that German wall of Jana Marquardt and Jenny Darblestein, who have been brilliant all game for Germany. And Darblestein will bring this away into the England half now, near the centre circle. She goes past Tash Mead here. But Selena Prieto at the back for England, keeping her company, trying to win that ball back, keeping Darblestein away from the goal. It's partially cleared by Prieto, and she is forcing Darblestein back a little bit, but not enough. And Germany do create a chance. There is a shot there from Schwartz, but that was a comfortable save for Megan Briley. Another half chance for Germany. They do seem to create more of those than England. They've certainly had more shots in this game, but still can't find the breakthrough. Germany slightly more positive since their time out. Schwartz brings it forward along the right-hand board. 2 number 9s battling hard over this one, Schwartz and Goff. And it's the England number 9 who wins that battle. She's done well to win the ball there. And now it's Tash Mead on the ball. Referee just blowing a whistle though to stop play.
Yes, a head guard has come off.
Selena Prieto there at the back for England, just in one of the tackles about a minute or two ago.
And
also lost a boot.
German trainers come off as well, as in foot trainer, not the physio.
Losing equipment all over the pitch here, so a little momentary pause in play. Looks like it's going to be a drop ball to restart. Schwartz against Mead for the drop ball. And Schwartz comes away with it. Has another shot on goal, but again, not enough power to really trouble Brierley, and that seems to be the theme of this game for Germany's attacking. They've created chances, but just haven't got the power in those shots to really trouble the England goalkeeper. England have now managed to pen Germany into their own half here. The referee's whistle goes, and it looks like it's going to be a corner for England.
Yeah, it's a corner. Jovanovich has done really well there. She's gone right across from right board to left board, and right across the front of the goal area there, and forced a corner.
So Goff with the corner for England. She drives forward, has a powerful shot. That's the best chance of the game for England. It was just over the bar, just wide, but positive signs for England and Samantha Goff. Certainly their best opening of this game.
Yeah, it was a great effort by Samantha. She's really got some meat beyond that one, and yeah, let's hope she can carry on doing that and just keep the ball down a little bit.
It was a well-struck shot. Marie Jurgens instantly has come on for Germany in goals. They've also made a change in this second half. There's a change of keeper for them. Looked like she might have been struggling had that shot been on target. Vivantovic once again brings it forward for England. Those pink and yellow boots. Finds Samantha Goff, her captain. These two linking up well for England. And that bond between them has seemed to have grown as this tournament's gone on. See more passes being strung together. Goff turning one way, then the other, trying to find space. Drives right, does well, just loses control at the end.
Yeah, there it is again. She does all the hard work, and it's just that little touching in and around the penalty area that just fails, and yeah, the ball runs away from her again.
Yeah, Marie Jurgens there with a poor distribution for Germany, so that's going to be an England goal kick now. As Megan Brierley does well, finds Tash Mead with the ball, left-hand board near the halfway line, just inside the England half. It's well won back though by Schwartz for Germany, and she bears down on goal, goes through the England defence. That ball runs across the face of goal and just out for a goal kick. Now upfield once again from Brierley, finds Samantha Goff. Goff trying to fight her way and win that. She has done well, and that ball has just trickled through to the German goalkeeper. Body's falling all over the place here. And the referee's just making sure everyone's okay.
Yeah, as the ball's run away, the goalkeeper's gone down onto her hands and knees, and Sam's kept moving forwards as she should, and obviously she's gone completely over the top of the goalkeeper.
Yeah, slight collision there, thankfully nothing too bad. Darblestein now on the ball for Germany. Bringing this one away. We've got 2.5 minutes left in the game before we head to penalties to decide this fixture. Here's Darblestein though, looking to make sure we don't go to penalties. Driving forward, good tackle there from Prieto. Just passes that on to Vivantovic. On the right hand side of the pitch, Vivantovic looking to, can she create one final chance for England here? One final moment that could potentially see them win this game. Or will it be Germany and Amira Schwartz who get that final moment? Schwartz brings the ball from left to right on the right hand board inside the England half. She's done well here, Schwartz. She's got the ball, she has a shot, and it's just wide of the post. Was that the moment? Once again, Germany creating good opportunities. As we take another look at that effort there from Amira Schwartz, just goes the wrong side of the post. It was well covered by Brierley, but another shot off target for Germany. Vivantovic on the ball. Aerial pass out to Samantha Goff off the boards. Goff has the ball for England. Miscontrols it though. Schwartz gets her foot in there. We've got under a minute to play now. Schwartz forward. Runs into an England defender, but the whistle is blown. Been a no voy call there, I think, against the three.
Yeah.
Tashmead.
Yeah, not getting the voy in. It's important that they get that in because, it's, as I say, it is a safety feature in the game that, obviously the attacker with the ball doesn't have to say anything, but the defender does. And that's a couple of times England have been found guilty of not getting the voy in time or doing it too late. So we got a free kick to Germany in the centre circle, quite central to the goal as well.
Schwartz takes a shot from the free kick, but once again there's no power behind it, and that just trickles into the England goalkeeper's box. Got 40 seconds left here. One final chance for Samantha Goff, maybe. She drives forward, has the effort, that's just over the bar once again. It's a good effort from Samantha Goff. She's trying to G up the crowd here with 30 seconds to go in this fixture. Germany bring it forward. Jenny Darblestein on the ball. She's bundled off it by England, and the free kick is given.
Tony Larkin's just been told off again. The ball's in their attacking third, and Tony's still giving instructions to his team.
A shout of silence from the referee goes his way.
But Tashmead then, she was a bit brusque with her challenge, shall we say. And
slightly too physical there from England at the back.
Knocked the German girl straight off her feet. And so Germany will have a free kick just outside the attacking third.
So German free kick, 20 seconds to go. The shot from Darblestein goes wide to the right. England perhaps, can they create one last moment? Goes direct to Samantha Goff, but she can't quite bring that under control. We've got 5 seconds to go. This is going to penalties, the dreaded word that nobody wants to hear in England v Germany.
There we go.
And there we are. Well, we should have known. Two teams who haven't scored all tournament continue to struggle in front of goal. Both sides already had 2 0-0s each in the group games, and they've now had another 0-0 here in the 7th place playoff. So we are indeed headed to penalties here.
It'd be interesting to see what the coaches do with the goalkeepers, because both coaches switch their goalkeepers at half-time. So I wonder if they had the penalties in mind when they switched them around. They can change them again, so it'd be interesting to see what they do.
Yeah, let's just have a final look here at that last Samantha Goff effort. Very nearly avoided penalties. It's a good strike, but she did just go over the bar. Just got underneath it a little too much. Got enough power behind it.
Yeah, that was shot with some venom in that one. She really got put her weight behind it, and that was a great effort. Just looking at the German effort, which was well wide.
Yeah, Mira Schwartz at the other end there going wide, and Goff again. That was a very similar effort to a previous one that also went over the bar. So 2 in a row there, where if you're being critical, you would say she didn't quite learn from the first one. And
it was a great save by Tony Larkin behind the goal, wasn't it?
Didn't get told off by the referee that time, at least. So teams just talking over their penalty takers ahead of this. Will be interesting to see which goalkeeper comes out for both teams. As you said, all 4 keepers have been used in this game already.
Well, it doesn't look like England are making a change. It looks like it is going to be Megan Braley in goal for England.
Germany do look like they have made a change, though, and Svenja Bartels is back out there. Marie Jurgens is taking off her gloves. So it'll be both number 1s on their back for the 2 goalkeepers. 2 goalkeepers and the 2 captains out there just having a chat with the referees ahead of penalties.
Yeah, the referee's going to toss the coin now to see who goes first.
Yeah, the dreaded question of penalties. Would you rather go first or go second? The pressure of the first effort, or potentially the pressure of the last effort, knowing you have to score?
I think, Alex, we've got jackpot here. I think they're coming down our end to take the penalty.
So both teams just in their final huddles here. They are indeed coming down our end.
Yeah, that's great. So we're going to get a good view of these, and I think we deserve to see a goal, don't we? So
excellent view right in front of us then.
Yeah,
for
we're
penalties.
Both edging across so we can see, because it's blowing a gale here in Birmingham this morning, and the little gazebo we're in is rattling around somewhat.
Just going to be able to see out of our gazebo. It is, well, sunny, very windy here in Birmingham. Looks like England will be taking the first one. Svenja Bartels has taken her position between the posts. So it'll be England to take the first penalty here. Be interested to see who they go for. Obviously Samantha Goff took the 8-metre penalty against Morocco, and that was saved. She went down the middle.
These penalties would be taken from 6 metres though, whereas Samantha penalty she missed, I think that was 8 metres.
Yeah, it was. So slightly closer here into the shootout. Yeah, so it is going to be Samantha Goff to take the first one for England. Tony Larkin just helping her escort her to the spot. So Goff with the effort here. First penalty for England. She's got Megan Bartels in the German goal to beat her. Reminder that this shootout is for the 7th place in the women's blind football competition here at the IBSA World Games. Tony Larkin just giving Samantha Goff her instructions, tapping the post, let her know where it is. The referee's reminding Bartels to stay on her line. So taps the left hand post, then taps the right hand post, then goes back behind the goal. Here we go, first penalty, Samantha Goff. Misses wide right.
Yeah, it just spun off her foot a little bit, and it's gone down the goalkeeper's right hand side and missed the target, unfortunately.
Yeah, enough power behind the effort there from Goff, but unfortunately it misses the post. Doesn't get her direction quite right. As we take a look at that one, yeah. Goes to her left, the goalkeeper's right, but unfortunately slightly wayward with it. So it will be the number 9 for Germany now stepping up. Amira Schwartz came off the bench and she performed very well in this fixture. Couldn't find the back of the net though. Plenty of shots. Karen Ledecker for the German guide. Now her role is extremely important, letting her players know where the posts are. Megan Briley, the chosen shot stopper for England, in goal. She can't save that one though, and Germany take the lead in the shootout 1-0. A very excellent penalty from Amira Schwartz. Down to Briley's right hand side. Good power, beaten her for pace really.
Yeah, it was a good penalty by the German there. She's got it right down into the corner. Wasn't that pacey, as you said, but it was certainly accurate, right? So.
Yeah, see on the replay there, right in the corner. Excellent penalty. Right. England now back to take the penalty. They are 1-0 down after one shot each here. So this is a very important pen. Looks like it's going to be number 5, Alice Hopkins, I believe.
Oh.
Wow, combination of post and keeper keeps her out.
Yeah, it was. She didn't really get enough power on it, but she got the accuracy there into the bottom right-hand corner. But the keeper's got across, and as you said, a combination of her foot and the post has stopped the ball going in. So
a good save there from Bartels with her foot. So interesting, England opting for Alice Hopkins there, who didn't play a minute in this game, but bring her on for the penalties hasn't quite worked. Now, big chance for the number 8, Jenny Darvelstein. Germany already 1-0 up. Chance to go 2-0 up here after 2 penalties each. Darblestein shoots with power, but that's an excellent save from Megan Briley.
Yeah, great save by Megan. She's it was sort of a reasonable height, and she's gone off to her left and managed to get both hands up to the ball, and it was a great save.
Yeah, just look here on the replay, a really strong save there. Excellent hands to keep that one out. It was a nice height, but it was slightly to her left-hand side. Good goalkeeping. England going for number 2, Selena Prieto, for their third penalty. Oh no, it's the number 4 actually. Yeah. It's the number 4, Eamon Hafiz, who steps up here for England. So already 1-0 down in the shootout. England looking to level.
Yeah, she's using her hands out in front of her just to locate the goal as Tony taps the posts.
Listening to where her guide Tony Larkin has tapped it and just pointing to where that is, so she knows where she's aiming. So Eamon Hafiz shoots, but a good save again. Down low to the right. Svenja Bartels keeps that out.
A bit of delayed reaction from the Germans there. And that's it.
That is it indeed.
Germany
will not need to take their third penalty because they've won this shootout 1-0. 2 very strong saves from Svenja Bartels, both down low to her right there. And the German team celebrate their victory in this game. The German fans making some noise in the crowd as well, showing their appreciation for their side. They've won this shootout 1-0 and secured 7th place at this tournament. Yeah, the German girls all celebrating in the middle, and quite rightly so. And looking down the pitch, all the English girls are in a bit of having a team huddle there, and I expect they're well disappointed, but their time will come, and if they can stick together and keep working hard and keep listening to their coaches, they'll improve, and in a few years' time it'll be them celebrating in the middle. So they mustn't give up. You've got to keep working at this game. It's a hard game to play, and as I say, Rome wasn't built in a day. Yeah, so a slightly disappointing finish for England. Then they finish in 8th place. However, as you said, this side is only going one place, and that is upwards. So Germany, the victors in this 7th place playoff. Despite the game finishing 0-0, they win 1-0 on penalties, with the goal coming from Amira Schwartz in the shootout. 2 very excellent saves from Svenja Bartels. So Germany will finish 7th in this competition. We are going to take a short break. Hopefully you will be joining us as we move up to the 5th place playoff. Coming your way next, that is a 10:30 local start kickoff between Morocco and Austria. So thank you very much for joining us for this 7th place playoff fixture. So, hello and welcome back to the University of Birmingham. We are continuing day 6 of the women's blind football here. It is game 2 of today's proceedings, and it is the turn of Morocco and Austria as they fight out for the 5th place playoff in the women's competition. The teams are just headed out for their anthems, so after the anthems and proceedings have been completed, it will be myself and Dixie Dean to guide you through proceedings.
For the national anthem of Morocco.
منتدى السؤدة وحما منتدى وحما عيشة بالأوطان للعلا علوان لكل لسان بالروحي بالجسد أبدا ربنا في دمها وكثر الورى إخوتي هيا للعلا سائلا نرشد الدنيا لوطن حمله لا نحيا باسم الله الوطن الملك.
Please remain standing if you are able for the national anthem of Austria.
So, passion displayed from both sets of players there of their respective national anthems. Let's take a look at the teams for this game, starting with Morocco. In goal, number 1, Hasne Amri. Number 8, Hane Berouan. Number 10, Nadir Ouimaima. Number 6 is Shabuba Fatima Zara. And number 7 is Boudiab Waimama, who started this week in goal, as Morocco at the time only had 4 players. They are now up to 5, thankfully, with the arrival of Hasne Amri, who is in place for their last group game and is in goal again today. They do have no substitutes, however, so those 5 will be on the pitch at all times. Their coach is Jardini El Hassan, and their guide is Saeed Hmi. So now taking a look at the Austria team, we have in goal number 1 Tanda Hengel, and in outfield number 3 Anna Maria Javornik, number 6 Daniela Angara, her twin sister number 7 Angelica Angara, and number 10 Bettina Sulyuk. The substitute for Austria, their one substitute, is number 9 Rebecca Gottwald. Their coach is Asmin Traore and their guide is Beatty Angara. So 2 teams with identical group records, 2 draws and 1 defeat. Morocco did score against Sweden. The number 8 Hanay Berouan, their captain, scored that goal. Austria, like our 2 previous teams in the first game, are goalless so far this tournament, although they have been very tight at the back. They've only lost 1 game so far and only conceded 1 goal. If we take a look at today's fixtures, you can see we are into game 2 of the day. Morocco against Austria. Game 1, Germany beat England on penalties 1-0 in the 7th place playoff. We then, after this, head to the men's competition with 2 games from Group A. Japan against Turkey at 12:30, then Italy against Thailand at 2:30, and then we change attention to Group B with England, China at 4:30, and then our last game of the day is Germany against Argentina at 6:30. So the officials just having a quick chat to the players ahead of this one. Our officials for this game are Julia Kalbau, Oya Kassar, Stefan Miloncevic, Vivek Tundiparambil. Your scorer is Matt Winton and the timekeeper is Mayara Crispim. So the flags have been passed over and we are almost set for this 5th place playoff. I'd like to welcome back Dixie Dean, my co-commentator.
Good morning, guys. Nice to be back again. We've got an interesting game here. I missed the last Morocco group game, and so this is the first time I've seen them actually playing with 5, which is going to be a great benefit to them. And the goalkeeper, who was playing the earlier part of the week, is now playing on the pitch, which is great. So they're up to full strength now. So I would imagine they're going to be an awful lot better than what I saw them on Monday and Wednesday, I think it was. Austrians, it's a bit of a family affair with the Austrians. You've got the 2 twins, and you've got Mum behind the goal as the attacking guide. So it's definitely a family affair for the Austrians, and it's nice to see. And I'm sure they're having both teams are having a fantastic week away in Birmingham here, and they'll take back lots of memories of these games.
Yeah, you said a family fair for Austria, and thankfully Morocco with 5 players now. Although their results do suggest that they play better with 4. 2 draws with 4 players, went up to 5 for Thursday's fixture against Japan and lost 4-0. Although that's nothing on them, we know how strong Japan are in this tournament. Referees just making their final checks here ahead of the start of play. 2 15-minute halves, and then if we are still level at the end of that, it will be straight to penalties, as we saw in the 7th place playoff earlier, to determine who finishes 5th and who finishes 6th. So it'll be Morocco kicking off here from right to left in their green kit with red trim, and Austria kicking from left to right as you look on our main camera in white shirts and black shorts. So we've kicked off here with Morocco, the Moroccan number 10. Nadir Ouimaima kicks us off and brings the ball down the right-hand side of the Austrian defence. Now back into midfield. Umaima on the ball, nice turn, driving forward, closing into the Austrian box, but just runs out of room there, and like we saw in the first game, just runs out of room at the final touch, just letting her down there, so that's out for an Austrian goal kick.
Yeah, that could have been a little trip there, but the referees decided to let play go on, and Morocco have got the ball just outside the attacking third, and twisting and turning, trying to get into a better shooting position.
Yeah, their skipper there, Hane Berouan, their only goal scorer this week, and she bears down on goal again, has an effort that's blocked by the Austrian keeper Tanda Hengel. Berouan, scorer of that goal in Morocco's opening game against Sweden on Monday, which they drew 1-1. Haven't scored since. They drew 0-0 with England on Tuesday, and then, as I said, lost 4-0 to Japan on Thursday. They're battling hard here, but they've given away a free kick, Morocco. We did see them give away quite a few fouls in their previous games. Gave away so many that they... In fact, no, they've won the free kick, it looks like.
It's a free kick to Austria. I'm just struggling to see why.
Has been given a free kick to Austria.
So it's got to be an indirect free kick, so it must mean something technical, like an obstruction or something like that.
One of the referees is just checking the blindfold, the eye mask of one of the Moroccan players, but yeah, there's no foul count gone up, so
yeah, and it's indirect because she's got her hand above her head there, so yeah. So away we go with the Austrians on the halfway line, on the near side board to us.
So Austria with their first attack of the game, first real chance on the ball, but they've given it away here. And number 10, Umaima, comes forward, has a shot, and that just trickles past the post. A good effort there, actually, not too far away.
No, that was quite close, and I think the keeper, right at the end, they realised how close it was to the post, and so got across quite quickly after that. And a good effort.
Left it, but very nearly regretted her decision in doing so. Very nearly saw that one trickle in. But still 0-0 here. Played almost 2.5 minutes of this 5th place playoff. Morocco certainly starting on the front foot here. Hengel in goal for Austria, picks that one up though. She distributes left and finds Bettina Solyok. That's well won back again by Umaima. She's driving forward, has another effort which is wide, but already 3 early shots for Morocco.
Yeah, Morocco have definitely settled better out of the two sides, and Austria are finding it difficult to get out of their half, but the ball is in the Moroccan half, but it's just drizzled out and over the touchline, and we'll have a goal clearance from the Moroccan keeper.
Yeah, Hengel struggling a little bit with her distribution early in this one, and Austria really can't get a foothold on the ball. That said, Hasne Amri has done the exact same. So at the minute, we've got the two goalkeepers rolling it to each other. This time, Hengel looks to her right and finds one of the Angara twin sisters, Daniela. She's lost it, and here goes Umaima. Miscontrol there from the Moroccan number 10. Battling away to try and win possession though here, and it does look like Morocco are going to come out on top. Berouan is fighting away hard there, and Umaima is now on the ball. Austria tracking her the whole way. Ball now moves from one hand of the pitch to the other into the near side boards, and Austria clear that one upfield. Number 7 there, Boudiab Aoumaima, comes across to collect for Morocco. As we said earlier, she was in goal for their first 2 group games. Their goalkeeper Hasne Amre wasn't here, so Aoumaima stepped up and did very well overall. She saved an penalty against cut in field, but comes back, and they've lost the ball here. Hane Berouane brings it away for Morocco. So good defensive work there from Morocco. Dealt with that corner well, and they're now once again on the front foot and inside the Austrian half. Players just tussling away from the ball there. Berouane and Ouimaima go in from Morocco. Sulyok is there for Austria, and a foul has been given.
Yeah, I think the foul's been given to Austria against the Moroccan player. The Moroccan player was on the floor, but she was still trying to play the ball. And when you're on the floor, you're not allowed to play the ball because it's dangerous. So I think we're going to get a free kick to Austria. Have I read the situation correctly? I think I have. Yeah, it's definitely a free kick to Austria.
Yep. Yeah, so a free kick to Austria here. On the far left-hand side boards, about halfway inside their own half. Cleared up field, looking for Daniela Angara on the ball. He's over to the near side boards. She's got Boudiab Aoumaima behind her, defending for Morocco. And Aoumaima wins that back. Passes it on to number 10. Nadir Ouimaima, who is, and so far, the star player for Morocco in this one today. And Ouimaima clears up field. That goes through the legs of Rebecca Gottwald for Austria, and that'll be a goal kick.
Yeah, it was just a bit of a hit and hope on that one. So at the moment, we've got the ball down just in front of us in our commentary position. Morocco trying to stop it going out, and there's a bit of a battle going on the boards. We've got 2 Moroccan ladies there, and one Austrian. The Austrian lady's gone down onto the floor, and she's back up on her feet again. They're still battling away there. She's trying to get through, and it's been cleared away by the Moroccan number 8.
Yeah, there have been a lot of physical tussles so far. Morocco showing that physicality that they've shown all week, really. Sometimes straying just over the line a little bit and giving away a few too many fouls in some of their games. So that ball will trickle out for a goal clearance to Austria. And Tanda Hengel in the Austrian goal. Will pass out to her left, looking for number 10, Bettina Sulyok. Sulyok drives in field. She's met with a fierce Moroccan defence. Morocco once again defending well in numbers here, and the number 7 Boudiab Aoumaima has got it away and cleared it downfield, down the left-hand side board. Picked up by Berouane. Berouane driving at Austria here. Is she going to get there? No, not quite. That's been cleared away. Morocco certainly creating the better chances, but not quite finding that cutting edge in front of goal.
Based on the earlier games in the week, I think Austria's best chance is to get it to the number 10, Bettina Sulyok. She looked the most likely in the other 2 games, and I think she's the girl with a more experience out of all the Austrians. So if I was a coach, I would be saying, right, let's try and give her the ball and let her lead the line a little bit.
At the minute, it's the Moroccan number 10, her counterpart, Nadir Ouimaima, who seems to be running the show. But as you said, Austria need to find a focal point here. As we've seen in a lot of the women's games so far, the key does seem to be find your star player as much as possible. A bit of individual brilliance can get you out of a tricky situation. But at the minute, Austria are penned back inside their own half. Even when they get the ball, which they have managed to here, they're struggling to get it away, and Morocco continue on the front foot.
Yeah, if Austria do win it, they've got no outball at all, you know, because the four of them are back virtually in their own penalty area defending, so they've got no one to pass it to when they do win it, and they're passing it forward, and it's just going back to the Moroccan, and the Moroccans just bring it back.
Berouan with the effort there, but it wasn't powerful enough to trouble Hengel at all. Picks it up easily and cleared it upfield, but as you said, there's just no Austrian presence down the pitch. They're working as hard as they possibly can to disrupt Morocco, but at the minute, Morocco are quite comfortable to play as much of this game as possible inside the Austrian half. Umaima is on the ball again. She's being well tracked by Austria, but still in control. Ball now finds its way to number 7, Boudiab Umaima, who passes it on to Berouan, the captain. Berouan drives forward down the left, manages to keep it in play, and turns back well. It's a lovely turn from Berouan to shake the defender. She drives forward and has an effort which just trickles past the post.
Yeah, that was really unlucky there. She's done really well. The ball was running away from her. She sprinted after it down the left-hand flank, managed to keep it in on play and come back in on herself and stretching for the shot, really. I think she overreached herself a little bit, and yeah, it's...
Yeah, it was a lovely effort there from Berouan. She did very well. A bit of confusion here as Morocco seem to think this is a timeout, but the play is continuing.
That's bad by the coach, isn't it?
And Austria now actually have a chance to drive and attack at them.
My word, the Moroccan coach, the ball's gone out and the goalkeeper is just about to throw it out, and he's called all his players into the board thinking it was a timeout, and Austria coming down the other side, and all the Moroccan players are on the boards.
Bizarre there. Even the goalkeeper was having to rush back into her position, but Bettina Suljok of Austria couldn't quite capitalise. Ball is now with Daniela Angara on this near side. She's now into the centre of the pitch, trying to drive forward, but Morocco have defended well so far today. Once again, they get bodies around the ball, get feet in, trying to disrupt the rhythm, win that ball back and push forward onto the attack, which they have done once again, although that is a good tackle. Austria now back in possession. Captain's armband on Suljok. Bettina Suljok fighting hard for Austria. She's a bit outnumbered though, and Morocco do once again come away with it. Berouan picks it up, drives forward onto her left foot, but that comes off the edge of her boot. Tries to keep it in, but unable to do so, although referee's whistle does go as she goes down, although that'll just be out for a goal kick, I believe.
Yeah, it was just a goal clearance. She's overstretched herself and can't control the ball because she's hitting it right at the furthest extent away from her body.
Yeah, just that shot on the run proving to be Morocco's downfall at the minute. We've got just under a minute and a half to go in this first half. Still 0-0 here in the 5th place playoff, but Morocco looking to change that here. Umaima drives forward onto the right foot, looks to shoot, but again, once again, ball just running away from her, and she just can't quite stretch out to make contact with it. Now, finally, a bit of possession for Austria. Suljok on the ball into midfield. Just being tracked by 3 Moroccan defenders, though, and it's a lot for her to ask to do it on her own. That's it. Daniela Angara, who looks back for her captain, goes across the pitch, and that's been intercepted by Umaima, who drives forward, takes the shot, and that is just wide. That's another excellent chance for Morocco.
Yeah, that's the chance of the half. That was the best bit of play that we've seen, and the Moroccan players picked it up, and she's driven into the middle of the pitch and unleashed a good right-footed shot, and it's just narrowly missed the post. There was a bit of power behind that one as well, so that was the best effort so far.
Yeah, Umaima seems to be the bright spark for Morocco in this one, and she's on the ball again here, driving at pace. 15 seconds to go in the first half. Drives forward, tries to get through the Austrian defence, but can't quite. There's 7 seconds to go, and the ball is ricocheting around near the Austrian box. That'll almost certainly bring us to the close of the first half, and there is the buzzer to signify the end of the first half. So 0-0 here, although one team certainly on the front foot. Very strong first half from Morocco. They're unable to make the breakthrough despite having the majority of the ball and by far the best chances. Austria, who have had a good record at the back throughout this tournament, are looking a little bit shaky so far as we look at a couple of the best highlights of the first half, almost all of which will be at one end.
Yeah, it's a good run by the 10. She gets a shot away, just evades the right-hand post there. And the chance she's coming through. Again, it just narrowly misses the post.
Yeah, Morocco on multiple occasions just narrowly going wide. They have certainly created better opportunities, although they haven't really tested Tanda Hengel in the Austrian goal yet.
Well, it can only improve.
Yeah, so 0-0 here at half-time. We're going to take a short break, and then we will be back for the second half.
It's fast, technical and tense. This is your guide to five-a-side football. There are 5 players per team, 4 outfield players and a goalkeeper. The aim of the sport is to score a goal by kicking the ball into your opponent's goal, and at the end of the game, whoever scored the most wins. Players must wear eye shades to ensure that all players have the same level of vision. That is apart from the goalkeepers, who aren't required to wear eye shades and can be fully sighted. Their job is to keep the ball from going in the goal behind them. But how do the players on the field know where the ball, or indeed the goal, is? Well, the ball in blind football is specially designed to make sound whenever it moves. Also, each team has a guide behind the opposition goal to help direct them. Each player is required to shout "Voy" when going for the ball. This ensures every player has the cues they need to help build a picture of what's going on and what to do next in defence or attack. To help this, total silence is required from the crowd until a goal goes in. Voy is Spanish for go, and it was the Spanish who were credited with originally developing blind football in the 1920s. As well as the Paralympics, teams from all corners of the world can compete at World, European, Asian, African and America's Championships, as well as a World Grand Prix.
Blind football can be played by both men and women, with the historic First Women's World Championships coming up in 2023.
So what are you waiting for? Give it a try.
IBSA, International Blind Sports Federation, presents, with the support of the International Paralympic Committee, IBSA Anti-Doping App, the first application of its kind in the Paralympic movement, specifically designed for blind and visually impaired people. Athletes, coaches, medical staff, managers, and the public in general now have a powerful tool to stay focused on the principles of clean sport. Scrolling down the main menu, you can find all the important themes you need to know to play fair and be alert to testing procedures and necessary adaptations for athletes with visual impairments. IBSA gives top priority to anti-doping control, being the only international federation with 3 sports in the Paralympic family: goalball, football, and judo. IBSA Anti-Doping app has external links, namely to WADA, where our sport agents can always find the most updated information, especially the list of prohibited substances and methods. Glory in sport can only be achieved by the athlete's awareness of their rights and responsibilities. You can find them on the IBSA Anti-Doping app. IBSA is continuously promoting anti-doping education to all its affiliate athletes and sport agents, not only about the consequences of the use of doping and the risk of using supplements. IBSA believes that education is the major tool to fight doping in sport. informed athletes can make better decisions. Download the app now at the usual operating system stores.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have seen history being made today.
Such a great team at these championships.
IBSA. Beyond sight. Feel the sport.
And welcome back to a dry but quite windy University of Birmingham for this 5th place clash in the women's blind football event between Morocco and Austria. We are still goalless here at half-time. Still looking for our first open play goal of the day. Otherwise, we're going to be headed to another penalty shootout. Morocco had the better of that first half, so Austria will be looking to change things. And they'll kick off this second half, kicking right to left as you look on from our main camera. Officials just doing their final check. Dixie, are you expecting more of the same in the second half, Morocco to dominate?
Well, yes, I am, and hopefully the Austrian coach is giving them some instructions. If Austria want to win this game, they've got to get Sulichuk on the ball more. She's the strongest Austrian player and the most technical, and off she goes, heading towards the goal as we speak.
Yeah, Bettina Sulichuk straight away on the ball, driving forward, but she's met by 4 Moroccan defenders all around her. Very difficult for her to do anything when she's that closely marked. And Nadir Ouimaouma, who was the bright spark for Morocco in the majority of that first half, is immediately on the ball for them. She had about 4 or 5 decent efforts in that first half, although unable to find the back of the net. The ball here just inside her own half, but that's a good tackle there from Austria. And the number 7, Angelika Angara, one of the Angara twin sisters, is bringing that forward. Her mum beat on the sidelines as coach. Full family affair for Austria today. And there is her twin sister Daniela clearing that one away. Upfield. That's going to trickle out for another goal clearance to Morocco. Hasni Amri with the clearance, looks left, looking for Ouimaouma. She controls that well and passes across the pitch, finds Hane Barouane, the Moroccan skipper. Barouane, scorer of Morocco's only goal this week. Tried to drive that towards goal, but it's trickled out.
Yeah, again, she was just overstretching a bit. She was going across the face of the goal, and she wants to wrap her foot round it to bring it back in onto the goal. And because the ball's rolling away from her, she's stretching to kick it, and she's making contact with her toe rather than her instep, and it's sending it off the pitch.
Yeah, Morocco with another shot, but not quite another big chance. Though this time it's Austria on the attack. They have finally got decent bit of possession in the Moroccan half. Morocco defending in numbers here, defending as a herd. The number 10, Nadir Ouimaouma, fighting hard there to win it back off of her counterpart, Bettina Sulichuk. And Ouimaouma does come away with the ball inside the Austrian half now. That's a lovely turn. Through on goal, and unfortunately a shot just cannons off one foot into the other there. That's trickled out for a goal kick, but once again positive signs for Morocco.
Yeah, it's good display by Morocco there, and excellent defending by one of the twins.
Yeah, once again Ouimaouma has been strong there, and there's more poor distribution there from Tanda Hengel. Been quite a few of her clearances have gone straight out for up at the other end and give possession straight back to Morocco as this ball trickles all the way. It's just going to stop just before the goal line. A battle between Ouimaouma and Daniela Angara for possession. That's picked up by the Austrian number 9, Rebecca Gottwald. Now on the right hand board, far side of the pitch. Clears it into Moroccan territory, and that's now being picked up by Bettina Sulichuk. So slightly better from Austria so far in this half. They're at least getting a couple of more bodies forward, putting a little bit more pressure on the Moroccan defence. Sulichuk has the ball up against the board here. She's controlling it well despite heavy pressure from Moroccan defence, and she's turned well now towards the left side of the pitch. Plays it off the board and finds number 7, Angelika Angara. Angara moves down towards the goal line. She's got Barouane, the Moroccan captain, right behind her, and Barouane has come away with the ball out of that exchange. Drives forward over halfway. Now into the near side board. And Umaima picks it up for Morocco. Here goes Umaima. She's lost possession there at the minute. It's a bit of a scrappy affair these last couple of minutes. That's cleared away upfield by Daniela Angara. Both sides just struggling a little bit to get a foothold since the break.
Yeah, the referee done really well there. She was running full ball backwards to make sure she didn't get in contact with the ball, and she's done well there as Morocco launch another attack.
Morocco launching another attack, and Umaima on the ball once again in that attack. And that's well defended there by Rebecca Gottwald. Escorted that out well for a goal clearance. Still waiting our first goal in this one with just under 10 minutes to go until penalties. As Morocco come forward once again. Umaima on the ball. Cuts inside onto the right foot, has a shot. That's saved though by Engel. Not a huge amount of power on it, but down low to her right. Cleaned up nicely.
I think the referees will stop this.
Yeah, there seems to be an injury here as there's a Moroccan player down, and there is the whistle.
Yeah, it was a crossfield ball from the Austrian player, and she's chipped it across, and it's hit the Moroccan full in the face and absolutely poleaxed her. She went straight down, and quite rightly, with a head injury, the referees have stopped the game and just give her time to check herself out and everything.
Dear Umaima just clutching the right side of her face there where she got struck. She is thankfully up and back on her feet, just reapplying her eye shade now. So hopefully we'll get back underway and she is okay to continue. I might just want to double check that she is okay. Just bring her to the sidelines here. Physio just to have a quick look, make sure she's alright. I'm just going to reapply some of the eye tape here.
But it's been better by the Austrians. The second half, they're trying to get the ball forward and trying to put some pressure on the Moroccans, and which in turn takes a little bit of the pressure off them defensively. So we got just over 9 minutes to go. So hopefully we don't go down to the dreaded penalties and we can get it. The match all fixed up in the normal period.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a scrappy second half so far, but as you say, that suits Austria a little bit. They have at least managed to move the ball further away from their own goal. So we're going to resume play with a uncontested drop ball here in favour of Austria, it looks like.
Yeah, that's right, Alex. They were in possession of the ball when the referee blew the whistle, so it's only right and proper that they're giving the ball back to start.
They're giving the ball back to start, and they've given it away immediately. And Umaima on the ball for Morocco straight after her minor injury, so thankfully she is okay to continue. Now the Moroccan skipper, Barouane, in the corner. Backing down her defender, using that strength to keep hold of the ball, and Umaima picks it up, drives forward, just loses control at the last second there. And that attempted clearance there has actually hit the number 10, Bettina Sulyok, and she's inadvertently put that out for a corner.
Good pressure by Morocco here on that side there. They managed to force a corner out of the Austrians. Austrians are, defensively, they're very good. They're really well organised around the box, and to get an opening, you've really got to work hard. And they've up until now they've kept the Moroccans at bay.
Yeah, there's number 6 there, Daniela Angara, with that attempted clearance, but she could only find the back of Bettina Sulyok as it went out for a corner. Corner to Morocco. Umaima on the ball, twisting and turning her way, trying to drive towards goal, but Sulyok is matching her every move. Umaima cuts in field. It's the right foot, but that's partially cleared away by Angelica Angara. But here is Umaima again, driving forward. Here's a chance. Takes the right foot, but just doesn't make contact with the shot. Trickles through to the goalkeeper. Easy save.
Yeah, she got herself into a great position then. I thought, here we go, this is a goal, and she doesn't make a decent contact on the ball with the shot. Oh, what, such a shame, because she worked really hard to get into a position, and then the shot was just pretty weak, to be fair.
She's got another chance here as she picks up the ball just inside her own half. Suliok is battling away there for Austria and comes out the better in that duel of the two number 10s. Suliok goes down, referees indicate play on. Umaima drives forward but into more Austrian defence. The ball is now on the near side board with Angelica Angara, who drives forward well into Moroccan territory. Goes past one. That's a strong tackle there from Boudiab Umaima. But Angelica Angara continuing to persevere and battle hard up there for Austria on this near side. Well, certainly doing a better job of keeping Morocco in their own half here, Austria. That one has been cleared up the pitch. And Daniela Angara finds her twin sister. Lovely pass there, upfield. So Angelica now on the ball. And, well, it's gone for the lob there over the keeper. First shot on target for Austria.
Yeah, speculative, but yeah, it was a shot on target, which is a bonus.
Certainly more positive signs from Austria, and she's gone again there. Very similar effort, and again saved by the Moroccan goalkeeper Hasne Amri, but at least some positive signs of life here from Austria.
Yeah, she just seems to, instead of putting her foot through the ball, she's just scooping it up, and just too far out really to cause a goalkeeper any real problems. But as Alex has definitely said, it's a step forward, and that's two in quick succession now that they've managed to get on target.
Yeah, Austria definitely having the better of the last couple of minutes here. It is still 0-0. We've got just over 5 minutes to play in this one before we do head to penalties to decide who finishes 5th and who finishes 6th in the women's competition here. That's going to go out, and that is going to be a corner to Austria. So once again, Austria showing pressure, and they have just called a timeout as well to talk things over, see how best to continue to apply pressure on Morocco here, see if they can find that opening goal. 0-0 still, although Daniela Angara in the last couple of minutes has had a couple of efforts for Austria on goal, and they do seem to be getting Bettina Suliuk on the ball a bit more. They seem to be containing Morocco more, so we'll have a quick talk over ahead of this corner, see how best to try and find the breakthrough.
Yeah, we don't really want to see penalties. It's not an ideal way of finishing a game, really. If you win it or lose it, it doesn't feel right. So I'm really hoping that the girls can sum up a little bit of energy. I think some of them are tired, especially the Moroccans. For the first two games they were only playing with 4, so they would have expelled a lot of energy in those 2 games earlier part of the week. And they've got no subs, and they can't make any changes, so they must be getting tired. So just 5 more minutes of hard graft, girls, and try and bag yourself a goal and have the honour of finishing 5th in the tournament.
Yeah, as you said, they will be tired. Both these teams have very small squads. Morocco played their first 2 games with just 4 players, now up to 5, but no subs at all. Austria have 6 in their squad, so just the 1 substitute available to them. So these girls have been on the pitch almost all the time for this week in their 3 group games, and now this is their 4th game. So they will be feeling it a little bit in the legs. Corner to Austria. Good chance here to potentially get a shot on the Moroccan goal. Morocco goalkeeper just setting up the defenders. The referee just checking that their far enough away from the corner. As we resume play with 5.5 minutes to go. So corner to Austria. Driving forward, and there is a shot on goal at least, although it is wide at the near post. Not a great opportunity, that. Not a great angle to shoot from, but another shot nonetheless, this time from Angelika Angerer. Austria continuing to try and win the ball back as much as possible against Morocco here, although Morocco now have the ball inside the Austrian half and back in possession of it. Barouan and Oumaima doing very well together to retain possession there for Morocco. That's cleared up field by Daniela Angerer, looking for her twin sister Angelika, who chases after it, although she's not going to get there. And this one's out for a goal kick to Morocco. Moroccan keeper Hasne Amre looks to her right-hand side, finds Nadir Oumaima, who has been their star player, and drives forward, looks again for a shot, and once again the ball just running away from her, and just she tries to shoot, she just can't quite make contact with it.
Yeah, how many times have we seen that today, where she's got herself into a reasonable shooting position and just not got the composure to execute the shot. Very disappointing.
Yeah, once again an excellent opportunity that she's created for herself, but just that final shot just getting away from her at the last second. As Suliok drives forward for Austria, and she has an effort that goes tamely wide. This game just starting to open up a little with 4 minutes to go. It's going to be cleared up field by the Austrian keeper Tanda Hengel, and Angelika Angerer is after it. Pins the ball against the barrier before playing a cross-field pass. Looking for her number 10, Bettina Suliok. Suliok does well. Drives past one Moroccan defender, but runs into more trouble. And Morocco have marshalled that well, although the ball is going to stop just short of the keeper's area, so Amri cannot pick that up. Morocco clear well themselves, though. The outfielders doing their job there, and they've got the ball to Nadir Oumaima, who manages to pass it back and then gets it back off of her captain Hasne Barouan there. Turned back to a little bit of a scrappy affair in the middle of the park here. Neither side quite being able to get consistent possession as we approach the final 2.5 minutes of this one. Ball on the near sideboard, halfway inside the Moroccan half. Austria battling away hard down there. Angelika Angerer trying to win possession, and it's found its way to Suliok, and Bettina Suliok drives forward, and she's won a free kick.
Yeah, it was a good run by Bettina there. She's picked the ball up and attacked the attacking third and driven in there at some pace, and she's been pulled down, and we've got a free kick to Austria. It's probably 10 metres from the goal, quite central. 2 minutes to play. Could this be the time?
Good opportunity this for Austria. They've certainly been more positive in this second half. Troubled Morocco a little bit more at the back. Bettina Suliok and the two Angerer twins in particular have been positive on the ball. And this could be their moment. This could be their chance to score their first goal of the week. They've been strong at the back, but have really struggled in front of goal this week. This would be a real moment for them if they can find the back of the net with this free kick routine. The guide behind the goal, Beat Angerer, will be instructing them. Hasne Amri, the Moroccan keeper, just giving her wall instructions there. So 4 defenders, all 4 defenders in the Moroccan wall. Covering the keeper's right-hand post. All set, and Beat Angera will now inform her players where the posts are. Referee wants to have a word with something here. Something's not quite right.
Yeah, I think what's happened there is each team is given the opportunity to set up, and once they've set up, they've got to be quiet. So while the attacking coach sets up their particular side of it, and what was happening then, while they were tapping the post, the wall was talking and disrupting the attacking coach.
Total silence required from each team, and there is the effort from Angelica Angera with the free kick, but it goes well wide. So another shot at least for Austria, but still no closer to breaking the deadlock here. Now Berouan drives forward here. This is a chance. Berouan strikes and just goes wide. That's the best chance of the game so far.
Yeah, it was a great run. She's got right way through there, and she's in on goal just to keep her to beat, and she just pulled it just a little bit wide, but that was a really good effort by Morocco.
Yeah, similar distance to that which she scored from against Sweden in the opening group game on Monday, and she's off again here. Berouan drives forward. Is she going to be able to keep this in? Not quite. She's beaten by the Austrian goalkeeper Hengel, who uses that right boot to clear upfield. All of a sudden Moroccan skipper just playing slightly more advanced and causing a bit of damage and chaos in the Austrian defence. Now Imoma onto the ball for Morocco. Finds Berouan. Here is the Moroccan skipper once again. Goes right, then cuts back left on her left foot. Good powerful shot, but probably a bit too far out to trouble the goalkeeper. Referees just want to have a quick word with Berouan and Bettina Sulyuk here, who exchanged, I'm sure, some light-hearted words after that little tussle.
Yeah, a few pleasantries.
Is turning into what all the Moroccan games have been so far, a little bit of a fiery affair at times. We're at least seeing chances at both ends. We've got 47.5 seconds left in this one. Hopefully we'll get at least one more chance. Austria in possession. Sulyuk drives from right to left across the pitch. Good tackle though from Imoma. Moroccan 10. Controls the ball well, then drives forward. That is good defending by Daniela Angera. In fact, both Angera twins there. But Imoma breaks through, shoots, and just drags that wide. Once again, Morocco creating an excellent shooting opportunity and just dragging their shot wide.
It was a great run by her. She's worked really so hard. She's twisted and turned, got into the 6-yard box and just pulled it wide of the far post again.
Pulled it wide, and that is going to do us. There is the buzzer. So despite some good chances for both teams, particularly Morocco, both Imoma and Berouan having excellent opportunities towards the end of that second half, we are once again heading to penalties. It will be the dreaded shootout that decides the 5th place playoff in this blind women's competition.
Well, Alex, let's wait for the referees to get in the middle and to do the coin toss. Hopefully, we struck gold last time, didn't we? They come down our end, so let's hope whoever wins the coin toss decides to kick this way, and we're lucky to have the action right in front of us.
Yeah, so a penalty shootout to decide this one. 3 penalties each, and then sudden death after that. Obviously in the first game the teams had the choice of goalkeepers, as they had 2 each within their squads. This game not quite the same, so we know exactly who will be in goal. Hasne Amre will be in goal for Morocco, and Tanda Hengel will be between the sticks for Austria.
we were talking about penalties. I'll impart a little story with you. I can remember when I was playing, I think it was 2000, the World Cup was in Spain, and we were playing Colombia, and that went to a penalty shootout. And would you believe it? It was 27 penalties before someone either got one in front or had another one saved. 27 penalties between the two teams. It was unbelievable, and the tensions were running high. That it was a World Cup. It was just it was played just outside Cadiz in the summer. It was baking hot in the 40s, and it was so hot playing that day. And but we finished it off 27 penalties. It was unbelievable.
Well, if we have 27 here, we're going to be a while yet before we finish. The sun has come out here. It is probably not quite as warm as it was in Spain on that day. But some nice dry conditions in Birmingham, which is different to certainly what we had yesterday. Referee's just calling the captains and the keepers to the middle to have a quick chat and do the coin toss before we commence the penalty shootout. Austria already in the middle, just waiting for their Moroccan counterparts to join them here.
Yeah, if we do go down to sudden death, as far as I'm aware, well, it always used to be the case, you go with the minimum amount of squad players. So because Morocco have only got 4 outfield players, Austria can only use 4 of their outfield players. So, to keep it levelly balanced. So the Austrian coach will have to pick someone who won't take a penalty. And I'm pretty sure that's still the rule. So we'll see. Got a coin toss going ahead in front of us now. We'll soon find out which way we're going. Alex, we failed.
Doesn't look like we've lucked out this time. Looks like it's down the other end. Although we will get a good view from behind the takers.
And they flick the coin again for who goes first. So we're definitely going down the bottom end to take the penalties. Can't quite work out who's going to be first, but we'll soon know. Yeah, everyone's disappearing down the bottom end, so that's where we're going to be.
Yeah, goalkeepers just getting themselves ready before taking their positions. It's certainly down the bottom end.
And it looks to be the Austrian goalkeeper.
Both keepers walking, away from the goal at the minute, which is...
They don't want to play. It's Austrian goalkeepers going in. She was just
definitely Morocco to take first.
Yeah, she was just putting her drinks bottle down. Well, good luck to everyone, and don't be the player to miss.
So Morocco number 10, Nadir Oumaima to take the first penalty. Tanda Hengel in the Austrian goal to beat. She was a bright spark in the game, had plenty of shooting opportunities, but couldn't quite find the connection with any of them. Hopefully her penalty for her goes differently.
Right, and before each and every penalty, the referee will check the eye shades just to make sure that the tape is all taped down and the eye shades are correctly in place before the penalty will be taken.
Yeah, and the Moroccan guide will now tap the post in a second as well to indicate where the goal is ahead of the penalty, with total silence from everyone else.
And he's tapping it with some vigour.
So here we go, second shootout of the day, and it starts with an excellent save from Tanda Hengel in the Austrian goal to keep it at 0-0.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad penalty. It was put then into, as we're looking at it, the right-hand corner, and the Austrian goalkeeper's gone to her left and pushed it well away from the goal. So good save by the keeper.
Yeah, nice height for the keeper, but a good save. That was well struck penalty. there from Oimoma, and it will be Austria to take the next one, and Daniela Angra, one of the Angra twin sisters.
She's got a very colourful hair braiding going on there. She's got a massive long ponytail, and it's got loads of different colours of tape around that ponytail. Very colourful indeed.
Yeah, so Mother beat the guide behind the goal. Referee is just asking for total silence from Morocco here, whilst Austria get themselves ready for this penalty.
So she's going to have to repeat the process there again, because if there's any noise, it breaks the concentration of the penalty taker, and so they restart the whole process again. So it's pretty annoying when someone does speak or creates a noise.
So here we go. Austria's first penalty. Daniela Angara goes down the middle and well saved.
Yeah, it was too straight. Nice height for the keeper. Reasonable amount of power, but yeah, it was definitely too straight.
Yeah, straight at Hasne Amri, who shows good hands to hold that one. It now will be the turn of the Moroccan skipper, Hane Barouan, who had that good chance with a couple of minutes to go towards the end of the game. Unfortunately just dragged her shot wide. She has scored once already in this tournament. Just getting a feel for where the ball is at the minute as the Moroccan guide taps both posts and goes back behind the goal. So Barouan left-footed and drags that just wide. She's probably a little bit too straight onto the ball there to take that left-footed.
Yes, yeah, you're right, Alex. The way she'd positioned the ball and her body was in relationship to the ball. It was always likely that it was going to go in that direction and miss the target. So here's Bettina. She's probably, I think she's our best player. She's been playing the game for about 5 or 6 years now, Bettina. In fact, I think she was the first woman ever to captain a mixed side in the European International, and I think that was about 5 years ago. And you might be able to correct me if I'm wrong, someone on it was watching, but I'm pretty sure she was. So
up she steps with it 0-0. 2 penalties taken so far by Morocco. This will be Austrian's second. Bettina Sulyuk, the number 10 and captain. This is a really, really good chance here for Austria. Their best player with their second penalty to break the deadlock in the shootout and give them a big advantage. Guide is in position, the keeper is ready. Here's Sulyuk. Strikes low but didn't quite get any power behind it.
Yeah, it was half decent, not enough power, as Alex has said, and it went to the keeper's right, and the keeper's got down smartly and made the save. We're looking at it again. Yeah, it was a comfortable save for her. She was down there in plenty of time.
Well, you said 27. We've had 4.
I'm thinking it is. Here we go.
Up steps the Moroccan number 7, Boudiab Aoumaima. Aoumaima, who started the goal in the week, saved an 8-metre penalty from England's Samantha Goff in their 0-0 draw, but haven't seen her take one yet. Right foot on the ball here. Just waiting for the referee to be happy. The guide will tap both posts. So 0-0 after 2 penalties each. Effective sudden death already. That's a great strike, and there it is.
Yes, that's the first goal. What a strike by her. Tremendous. Let's watch this again.
Aoumaima puts that high to the keeper's right, in off the underside of the bar. Nothing Hengel could do about that one. That is a fantastic penalty.
As we're looking at it again, yep, to clip the underneath of the bar, And Hengel just looks up in despair. She thinks it's going to hit the bar and come out. And it's not. She's just staring up at the sky in despair that she couldn't do anything to stop it.
Yeah, you can see the joy on the faces of the Moroccan players, and they celebrate together after that goal. Goal means a lot to them. But it's Angelica Angara now for Morocco, now for Austria, knowing that she has to score to keep this shootout going. Morocco lead 1-0. A big penalty, big pressure penalty on Angelica Angara, and a big moment for Hasni Amri in the Moroccan goal as well. Save here would ensure victory for her side. And she does save it. That's an excellent save.
Yeah, well done. She's got down to her left, and her left arm's come out and her hands pushed it away. And the Moroccans are all falling around all over the place.
Yeah, cue the celebrations on the pitch by Morocco. This
very
win
emotional.
means a huge amount to them.
The number 7's in tears. You can see she's in tears. I think number 7 was the goalkeeper earlier part of the week, wasn't she?
Yeah, she's had a fantastic week, as we can see the winning moment here for Morocco. Full stretch, left-handed, fingertip save, tipped away very well. And yeah, quite fitting that Boudiab Aoumaima, who started the week filling in goal for Morocco as an outfield player normally. They only had 4 players at the start of the week. She was in goal, scores the winning penalty that secures them 5th place. And you can see out there what it means to their players. They are absolutely delighted with that. And rightly so.
Yeah, there's smiles, there's laughter, there's tears. Oh, there's all the emotions under the sun you could see out there. They're so happy.
Yeah, and this is what it's all about. You know, the first World Games for the women, and this is the emotion and the passion that it brings out. You can see the Austrian players there, you know, tears in their eyes. They're gutted, but they can hold their heads high, be proud with themselves. They've had an excellent week themselves. They've been fantastic at the back, been really solid defensively. They put in an excellent performance against Argentina yesterday, so they've had a great week, so they shouldn't get too down on themselves.
Now they've worked hard all week, and it's only a very small squad again, like the Moroccans, and they put a lot of effort in. We got Ilyas Mastras, he's the president of the IBSA football section, and he's obviously out there congratulating and commiserating with them, and he's just going to wander over. And I'm sure all the 2 teams will get together and all have a group photo together.
Yeah, so a group photo to end this one. It has finished here in the 5th place playoff in the women's competition of the blind football. It finished Morocco 0, Austria 0 after normal time. But in the penalties, it has finished Morocco 1, Austria 0. So Morocco take 5th place, Austria take 6th place. Our next game here is at 12:30 as we change focus to the men's competition between Japan and Turkey in Group A. We're going to take a short break before that, and we hope to see you then.